Hi friends, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm well myself. I know it's been a while and I've been a little busy, but today I had a chance to just cook and I thought I could share this with you because I keep promising to show how I do sheet meals and I never do. I don't think we've done that in this channel except when I was doing a meal prep for a party. So tonight I want to prep some meat and veggies, and I'll be doing beef and chicken as well as some meatballs right on the sheet pan. Yeah, so just making it very easy for myself. And so I'm spicing these beef chunks. I did even reduce this in size. These are good size. You can make into skewers or such a thing, or even a stew, yeah. But I chose here to just do a sheet meal, and I have some vegetables on the side. But in the meantime, I just added some spice and salt into this beef, and now I'm adding some butter, just some melted butter. And then in this bowl, I have some Brussels sprouts that I just cut in the middle, and I added some onions, some red onions. Red onions do roast very, very well. They taste so good. And I've also added some red potatoes that I just cut with the skin on. These are just cut into chunks, and so I'm adding some butter, and I will toss this together, and then that will be one complete sheet meal. These are so easy to cook. You just place it in the oven and just go about your business. So it's so easy. It takes about 40 minutes to cook a meal like this, more or less, depending on the temperature you set. I'll be cooking all my meals on 350 degrees. So it should be, the longest it takes should be about 40 minutes. So that is done. And on the next sheet pan, I'm going to be cooking some chicken. So I'll roast some chicken breast. These had been seasoned for, actually these were seasoned by my son, and he's put them in the fridge for a very long time. It's been like a week, yeah. So these were really, really tasty because it was like this seasoning was marinating, marinating the chicken, even though we didn't add everything that you add when you're marinating, because marinating also includes adding an oil and an acid like a vinegar or lemon juice. Okay, so I have some Brussels sprouts here, some peppers, some onions, and I added the seasoning as well as some avocado oil. And to this also I will add some green beans that I will season and add oil to. And so this sheet pan will comprise of that chicken and different types of vegetables. Okay, so just like that, and then I'll start this in the oven because it has reached the 350 degrees. So I'll start baking this, and then I'll start doing the meatballs. One good thing about this oven is that it can take a lot of sheet pans or any other pan you choose to use. So I have here my ground beef, and it's discolored a bit because it's been in the fridge like 3 days. It's usually best if you're not using meat immediately. It's best to freeze it, yeah. But it's still good. Not too fresh, but it will work. So I'm adding the seasoning, and then I'll grate some red onion just on top, yeah. Not much I do. I want to do all the prepping in this sheet pan. And then I'm going to add about 3/4 cup of grated cheese, a cheese blend. And then I'll add 1 egg, and then mix it all together, then form the meatballs. That way I'll have done everything on this pan. And because this meat is quite fatty, I won't need to grease this sheet pan. So this is how simple I make my meatballs, just mixing. And I actually never add breadcrumbs because I like to keep them low carb. So this will bind together as long as you add an egg, and even without an egg, they will still bind together because of the fat in the ground beef. They do bind together, but sometimes it just appears a bit too hard once it's cooked. So I like adding anything that would soften or cause it to be a bit bubbly. So an egg works just well. And so that is our meatballs. I actually thought they would fill this tray, but this is a good number. So later we can use this in salads or make a sauce for spaghetti. So that I'll be glad to share if I do that. And that is how they look. And so I'm going to add them on the bottom slot. So you see how our meal is going. The chicken is very well cooked. I like for it to cook until it crisps, almost charred, but this is good. And you see the meatballs have been cooking for a while. They've expelled a lot of oil or fat. So nothing really gets wasted here. With the oil or the fat that I gather from the meatballs, I used to add it in vegetables as beef tallow. Okay, and sometimes you'll get the beef tallow from a fatty cat. Sometimes you may add this beef tallow into leaner pieces or cuts of meat, so it works really well. So this is how our meal was looking, and I can tell you the guys really enjoyed, especially the ones who ate the potatoes. They were really nice and soft. This is a very good way of cooking the red potatoes, just in their jackets like that. And yeah, a roast potato is really nice. Okay, this is how it's looking. And the guys today could serve straight from the trays, and then later we just package the meal depending on what one likes, and it will take us for about 2 to 3 days. The meatballs we use in salad, and this is how most plates were looking. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.